tell you about women. How many of you plan to get married one day? How many of you plan to have kids one day? Okay. Let me give you some advice. I learned this the hard way. I clashed the first 5 years of my marriage. You know why I clashed? Because I didn't know 2 words. There's 2 words that you have to learn as a man. What are they? Besides that?
Use protection.
What else? 2 words. I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That will save you 3 hours of arguing. You hear me? Let me give you an example. I'm going to give you an example. Okay? How many of you like chicken wings? Okay? I see you got cold beverage. How many of you like cold beverage? Okay? How many of you like sports? So a typical day for a man, you got the game on, you got some wings in front of you, and you got cold beverage. Anybody happy with that? Okay. Okay, let me share something with you. My wife don't always want to watch the game, but she want to talk. She likes to have conversation. You hear me? Women have a lot of words. Remember I told you that. So there's a thing that we have called the DVR. So when your significant other or your wife comes to you and want to talk, you press pause, you give them the attention. See that right there? See that? See what the attention does? They smile a little bit. Yes, honey. She may take 30 seconds, or it may take 30 minutes, but let her get it out of her system. You go back to the game, you go back to your cold beverage, you go back to the wings. Go warm them up. I tell you, man, mine get cold too. You go warm them up. How many have a microwave? Or oven? You see what I mean? Let me share something else. Let me share something else with you young men when it comes to women. How many of you love your mom? Or your grandmother, or your sister? How many of you love a woman in your life? Whether it's your mom, grandmother, sister? Okay? How would you feel if I go up and smack your mom in the mouth? I'm hearing I'm done. I'm hearing I'm gonna put you in the ground. I'm hearing I'm gonna take you down. Okay. How would you feel if I called your grandmother mama B or H?
You wouldn't say the first word.
Okay, folks talking about putting me in the ground, talking about punching me in the face. Let me tell you something. Next time you call a woman a B or H, remember that's somebody else's sister. That's somebody else's future mother. Next time you want to raise your hands like a coward to a woman, remember that's somebody else's future mother that you're raising your hand to, or pushing, or talking about with your words. What happened to all the noise? See, when it applies to somebody else, it don't matter. But it should. Because that's your sister. That could be your mother. Or somebody else's mother. And many of us have been taught the wrong things because I have seen a man put his hands on my woman. On my mother. And I tried to take him out. And I was 11 years old when my stepfather punched me in the face for trying to protect my mother. And there was another time where I tried to take him out with a gun for trying to put his hands on my mom because I understood at the age of 11 that's wrong to do. So what happened to all the noise? The same way you feel about your mother, the same way you feel about your sister, or your girlfriend, that's somebody else's family. You feel me on that?
Yeah.
So make sure the next time you decide to put your mouth on somebody, talking about them, words do hurt. Okay? Then we got the drugs and we got the sibling rivalries. I'm here today because of these 10 young men. Because I see their faces in this room. These 10 young men creeped through the cracks. And they graduated from high school. How many plan to graduate from high school? Raise your hand. Okay? How many plan to go to college? Let me tell you about college. See, these young men, what nobody told them is that there's a lot of rope when you come to college. You understand that? So they give you rope. Anybody know what rope is? Raise your hand if you know what rope is. They give you a lot of rope. I'm going to explain that in a minute. Now you have these 10 young men that are freshmen. What happened? By junior year, almost 68% are gone. Why?
Due to drugs, due to living in friends that's trying to
Peer pressure.
like too much on them. Like, oh, they just think, oh, I can't do it, drop out. And,
Give up.
Game. Yeah.
Right?
Partying and not worrying about school.
Partying. How many like to party? See what I mean? You gotta find the balance. I like to party. It's for us old folks too. Anybody like to party? Come on now. Now make me throw on some Marvin Gaye or something. See that brother moving might break something. Pull out them old photos, right? Go ahead, man. Okay. So these young men drop out of school. So what I'm telling you is that there's a lot of peer pressure when you go to school. There's peer pressure. Some of you said girls. Some of you said lack of discipline, lack of accountability. If you don't put yourself on the schedule, you're not going to make it. You understand that? I want to share this with you. I know we talk about this stuff a lot, but I want you to share. I want to share this with you. I want you to see it for yourself. As black males, how many black males in the room? Raise your hand. Let's make sure I'm in the right room. Okay, we're in the right room. So we lead the nation in incarceration. We lead the nation in death among all groups. We lead the nation in unemployment. And I believe this one is a big factor for us because we have a crab in a bucket mentality. We have the lowest high school graduation rate and the lowest college graduation rate. When I come home from school, when I would come home from college, I would have to carry a 9mm on me when I came home from school. You know why? I had guys trying to gun for me because they thought I had money because I was in school. When you're in college, them the brokest years of your life. You're having fun, but you don't have a whole lot of money. I know I did. If somebody did, maybe they're doing some illegal stuff to get it. I was on scholarship, so I could not work. But I was on a full scholarship for sports. But I would come home from school, and there was a star athlete from my neighborhood who was 4 years older than me that graduated from high school with my sister. He came home from school after he played football, after he graduated, got his degree, and got killed a block from his house. He got shot in the back several times, died. I was a sophomore in college when he got killed. So I'm a little paranoid, so I'm carrying a gun on me. I said, somebody roll up on me, I'm going to give it to him. Still don't know to this day. It's all kind of speculation that he was dipping and dabbing in the drug game. There was some jealousy going on. Whatever the case was, it wasn't going to happen to me. I said, the only way, when I went to college, I said, the only way I'm leaving out of here is in a box. They're going to have to kill me for me not to graduate because I'm not going back to poverty. I'm not going back to roaches and all the stuff I grew up with. I ain't going back to that. That's how you have to make your mind up. You have to be really serious and very matter-of-fact about what you want to do in life. I know there's a certain way I want to live. I'm not surprised I'm flying first class. That's what I plan to do. I'm not surprised I get 5,000 or 10,000 for speaking. That's what I plan to do. But I put myself in a position to do that. Many of us want to reap the benefits, but we don't want to work. How many of you want to be star athletes? See what I mean? Let me tell you, young men, something to have your hand up. When I was in high school, I got up every morning at 4:35 in the morning to run before school. I got laughed at, I got bullied, I got talked about. I would get up every morning. I didn't care if it was snowing, I didn't care if it was raining, I ran every morning. After school, I lift weights. And before I started lifting weights, don't do this, me and my boys used to take sewer caps out the street so we could lift weights. I said, don't try that. It's a bad thing to do. Don't be a thief. We put them back. We use them, then we put them back. It's still wrong. Don't do it. But you call yourself wannabe athletes, you have to do the same thing in the classroom. Okay? Highest rate of incarceration. Let me share this with you. This is among, per 100,000 people, look how many brothers are going to prison. Statistics are saying that 1 in 3 of you in this room are going to jail. How many of you going to prison? Raise your hand. Some of you going to prison. If you don't like school, if you call yourself don't like school, your chances going to prison go up here. Why is that?
Because you may skip school and do some stupid stuff.
It's hard to get a job with an education. Let alone, now you don't have an education, you drop out of school because you want to get rich quick. I've seen a lot of guys that got rich quick and they didn't live to talk about it. And I never once seen anybody carry a house in their coffin. You, motorcycle.